Learn the simple three-step administrative process to remove any debt and become a secured party creditor in only 14 days. Without filling out loads of confusing forms, without writing to the government, and without studying for hours and hours, and it's attainable only through my rapid reversal technology. Hi, my name is Brad Tipton, and for years I struggled learning to become a secured party creditor to get rid of over $100,000 in IRS debt. Over a 4-year period, I tried everything I learned on the SPC websites. I used everything I learned on YouTube videos. I used all the advice I received in SPC Facebook groups. I did acceptance for value. I endorsed the bottom of the payment coupon. I wrote to the Treasury. I used the old school administrative process. And I used a ton of other processes too. And you know what? None of it worked. And one day an IRS agent showed up at our home and threatened me and my wife face to face. I'll never forget her name. Her name is Benita Turner. I was scared, I was embarrassed, confused, ashamed, and mad. I was mad at the IRS agent. I was mad at the lying gurus online who wasted hundreds of hours of my time learning and downloading their ineffective, quote unquote, processes that never worked. Ugh, I was so mad. Over a 4-year period, when I think about it, I invested about 400 hours of my time just to learn a bunch of nothing. I figured if I was getting paid 20 bucks an hour for my time, I wasted over $8,000 doing what the so-called gurus told me to do. But here's the wild part. Even though the processes the SPC gurus shared online didn't work, I knew there must be something to this living in the private thing. Then about a year after the Benita Turner IRS agent issue, it hit me. It's like all of a sudden I knew exactly what to do. And I knew what to do to become a secured party creditor, how to correct my citizenship status, how to get my UCC1 completely done correctly in about 20 minutes, and how to quickly remove any debt. But all that wasn't enough for me. I needed to know how to turn the tables, turn the tables and apply the same level of pressure tactics on them that Miss Benita Turner used on me and my wife. That's when I invented my rapid reversal technology that not only deals with any debt, but also makes any debt collector, including an IRS agent, run for the hills. In short, my technology reverses everything fast and puts the pressure on the debt collectors and makes them run for the hills. And my rapid reversal technology was born. I used it to remove 100% of our debt, including the 100K in IRS debt. Then I used it to purchase a car for my wife and make no payments. Oh, and here's full disclosure. When I financed the car, I had to put $1,000 down at the car dealer. Then, when my payment book arrived in the mail, I used my rapid reversal technology to quickly reverse the process and remove the debt. So actually, I bought a car for $1,000. But I had to be sure that my rapid reversal technology worked not just for me, but for others. I had to figure out a way to test my rapid reversal technology. I had to test it, and I needed real people to test it on. So I wrote ebook after ebook. I wrote The 10 magic words to immediately remove any debt. That's by me from my Living in the Private series. I wrote promissory note, how to create a promissory note to remove debt. Again, that's by me in my Living in the Private series. I wrote the CUSIP checklist, a free 10-step, a free step-by-step checklist to look up your CUSIP number in 10 minutes or less. I wrote that book. I wrote 10 keys to winning small claims court cases. Again, that was part of my Living in the Private series of books that I wrote. I wrote 9 things you absolutely must know in order to live in the private. Again, this is by me and my Living in the Private series of books. I wrote the mechanics of removing debt, an in-depth blueprint secured party creditors use to remove debt. Again, this is by me from my Living in the Private series of books. And I wrote many other books. But for someone to download my ebook, they had to give me their name and email address. I followed up on all the email addresses and names, and I got thousands of downloads, and I gained over 700 clients to help them remove debt, get out of foreclosure, recover repossessed cars, remove child support and student loans, to help people become a secured party creditor. I used my rapid reversal technology on everything I could imagine. And you know what? It worked on everything 100% of the time. Woohoo! Yay! No more Benita Turner, no more IRS debt, no more pressure. Only freedom for me and my 713 clients. So now the question is, what about your freedom? Would you like to learn the simple 3-step administrative process to remove any debt and become a secured party creditor in only 14 days without filling out loads of confusing forms, without writing to the government, and without studying for hours and hours? Would you like to get more information about my rapid reversal technology? That's only attainable with me. Great. Simply click the button below to complete the application to see if you're a right fit for me and my team. I know you're thinking, probably thinking and wondering, what's up with the application process? Simple. Remember how I told you I worked with over 700 clients and got results for all of them? Well, here's the rest of the story. It turns out that some people are real jerks, even if you're trying to help them. Well, as I worked with over 700 clients, about 20% of them were just real jerks. And I vowed to never work with crybaby baby jerks who were hard to work with, who tried to make it seem like they were somehow entitled to work with me and use my technology. It was crazy. They treated me like trash, even though I was there in the trenches helping them. That means out of all my wonderful clients, about 140 of them were just jerks, mean-hearted, mean-spirited, foul-mouthed jerks. So now that all our family debt is removed, and now that me and my wife are financially free where we don't have to work another day if we don't want, now that I have that level of income and peace, there's no way a jerk will ever be allowed in my life. So I developed an application process that allows me to get to know my client a bit better before I decide to work with them. To complete the simple 5-question application, click the link below. Once I receive your application, I'll give you a call and talk with you a bit to hear about what you're looking to accomplish. I'll be looking to hear about some of the big obstacles that you've been facing that have been hindering you. And I'll provide you with a free written path and a plan to help you achieve your goal, whether it's just debt removal or becoming a secured party creditor in only 14 days. Oh yeah, I'll also look to see if you're a jerk. So if you're a jerk or mean or broke or crabby, unemployed, unwilling to follow simple instructions, let me say it up front. Don't apply. But if you're great and truly looking for the freedom you deserve, then please fill out the simple application and let's talk by phone for about 10 minutes to get all your questions answered. Then we'll take the next steps to bring you on board to learn the simple three-step administrative process to remove any debt and become a secured party creditor in only 14 days without filling out loads of confusing forms, without writing to the government, and without studying for hours and hours through using my rapid reversal technology. So go ahead, fill out the simple 5-question application, click the link below now.